uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out that mo. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yeah, what's good, everyone? Good afternoon, man. It's about to be afternoon, so I'm going to go ahead and round that shit up. Midday. Salute to all the ones that's out here getting it in, man, who left, got on the road, went to work, making a living for themselves, providing for them families, all that. Salute to you. Salute to the ones who, you know, out here sustaining their health. You know what I'm saying? COVID-free and everything else that goes along with it. And a big salute to the WCS supporters, man. You know how we do. The ones who tune in each and every time a brother is live. You know what I'm saying? Straight out this ATL, that dirty South. Atlanta Braves, World Series champions. Yes, sir. I definitely, we waiting for that parade. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's going to be a lot of them down there. Yeah, those you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be a lot of them. So, shout out to the Atlanta Braves for getting it done, man. We spanked Houston. You know what I'm saying? We spanked Houston. We spanked them. We allowed them to stay a part of the damn series just long enough, you know, to get another paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Make it interesting. Make the series pop a little bit. And then we closed that shit off like, for real. I ain't never seen a bunch of batters addicted to hitting home runs. They was smashing that motherfucker in the parking lot. Shit, over the train tracks. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Charlos out there pissed at a motherfucker. God damn, man. Shit. We Houston, baby. Houston only. Damn, why these balls all coming out in the parking lot, man? I'm out here chilling. But man, you know what it is, bro. We had one of the biggest fights that's going down right now. Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez. We only a couple of days out from one of the big lottery draws that's out there. It gives you that vibe of Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua. It gives you the vibe of Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. But the one we can think about is absolutely, you know, the Andy Ruiz one, because it was last minute. And he went in there and defeated the current unified champion at that time, Anthony Joshua. So at this point, I'm looking at it like you have people actually want to bet on Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? People believe, you know, it's good. I look at it, it's kind of good that the fight was delayed, because now we get to see it build up the correct way. So I think it was justice with the fight not taking place when it did. Now we're about to see it in November. And it's a lot of people out here that's betting on Caleb Plant to defeat Canelo Alvarez. Now, there's a lot of channels out here that's going to say, no, that's impossible. There's no way he can win. He's dead. You have boxers that's saying he has no chance of making it to the final bell. He's going to get knocked out. I understand all that. I know Money Brown supporting Canelo heavy too. Shit, I know Money Brown. Shout out to Money Brown TV. I know he's supporting Canelo heavy. But WCS, man, I'm going straight up. I'm going all in. I'm going all in on Caleb Plant. I'm going all in on Caleb Plant. I don't want to hear, you got to know when to fold them. No, I ain't folding this time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't folding. I'm holding. I ain't folding this time. I'm holding. I'm going for Sweet Hands Caleb Plant. I'm going for Caleb Plant to come in here and hand Canelo Alvarez his second defeat. I'm looking for Caleb Plant to rise above the outside normancy that he's used to as a boxer. I'm looking for him to go to a spirit that's stronger than he ever experienced in his boxing career. For real. I want him to fight off a different type of energy. The energy that you can kind of bleed over into spirit. You know what I'm saying? That type of spirit that people feel sometime, and they just say it was an out of body experience. I can't speak on it. Like, I can't explain it. But there was everything that I was doing, and that was different. I want Plant to have that experience. For real, man. I want Plant to have one of the most culminating moments of his career in beating the top pound for pound guy in boxing, Saul Canelo Alvarez. We're talking about Canelo has all the other belts, man, except the IBF. He has a super middleweight, world, WBC, WBA, and WBO belt. Canelo Alvarez is the super middleweight unified champion. Caleb Plant is the current reigning IBF world champion since 2019. A belt that he lifted off Ukastagi. Now these two clash in a showdown, which has built up a lot of solid momentum when it comes to boxing and the betting. You know, the betting odds between this fight. The side best is going on with this fight. It's done blown up, man. I like it. I like this shit, bro. David, he can't be talking about me, but he's on deck. Salute to you for pulling up. World Combat Sports, salute. Salute to the wrenches. Salute to the chats. Smash the like button. Congrats to the Braves. You know who it is. The one and only Sir Ken on deck. Mac of the South. Salute my brother, King WCS. Salute to King of the Mac of the South on deck, man. Appreciate you pulling up, my brother. You know what it is. Yes, sir. And Ken, you know what it is for those Braves, man. I appreciate it. Money Brown out here lurking on patrol. He's on deck, people. He says, Scotty, no, what's going on, big brother? Congratulations on the World Series. I missed those parades. Yes, sir. We looking for the parade. Yeah, I had to throw it. I said, dang, Money Brown. I know he's supporting Canelo heavy, but you know, in this fight right here, I mean, my pick haven't changed. Like I said, I was going for Sweet Hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for Sweet Hands to just break the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Tilt that motherfucker over. Have all the money in the streets. That's what I'm hoping. I want to see Caleb go in there and perform. Not because Money Brown TV going for Canelo. No. I just, I want to see Caleb Plant live up to his expectations. At one point in time, Caleb was saying he was going to unify the division. I want to see this shit happen. I want to see it happen. It's not like it's impossible, but I really want to see Caleb have the out-of-body experience. I want the energy that he's carried through the ropes to be something spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Something that's out of his control as a fighter. And I want him to perform better than what we've ever seen him do. Of course, this is going to be the best opponent in his boxing career. I want to see this shit, y'all. I want to see it. Deep down, low key, Money Brown want to see it. Money want to see Caleb go in there and get it in. Mac of the South talking that sauce, man. He said every boxer is beatable. Yes. How many times we seen a boxer that we didn't think that was beatable, And then they end up losing at a time for which we didn't expect it. Like it came unexpectedly. This boxer lost. You know what I'm saying? No boxer is unbeatable. Majority of the greats that you see in our history has suffered a loss. Everybody can't be a Rocky Marciano. You know what I'm saying? And we can't really talk about Ibuchi because he was forced into a situation. It's not like he retired on his own accord the way that happened, but I'm just saying when it comes down to it. At this point in time in boxing, Plant has the skill set to beat Canelo. But at the end of the day, how bad does he want it? Good point, Ken. How bad does Canelo want it? How bad does Caleb want it? Caleb has to want it more than what, he experienced in the gym and training camp and all that. He definitely has to have a different type of energy outside of the maximum level of adrenaline. It's been said there is a level above adrenaline because adrenaline can max out for some people. And then it just goes into an abnormal type of situation where you hear people say they never felt like that in their life. You know what I'm saying? It was something they was doing. It was how they was able to think. The strength came from somewhere, but it wasn't something they was used to in life. You know what I'm saying? The mind is incredible. Caleb's going to have to fight the best fight of his career. It doesn't have to be perfect. He doesn't have to have a perfect strategy. I think this fight is going to more so be about adjustments and how well Caleb Plant can adjust to who's in front of him, period. He needs to fight with an astute sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? He needs to fight like he's the pound for pound top fighter. I'm pretty sure he's not going to have any problem with getting off his punches. But he also have to be in deep consideration of how Canelo counters those punches too. Whether Caleb Plant chooses to stay on the inside and pretty much, just a portion of the fight, because I can't see him standing in like a Angelo Leo and Cool Boy Steph type of fight. I don't see that happening. I don't see them having a knock 'em, drag out fight like Cepeda and Baranchik. I don't see that shit. I do see two boxing minds coming together and basically proving who has the better IQ, who has the stronger willpower, and who can dominate the other in certain aspects of the fight. Because I just don't see this fight where one fighter is going to be dominating the other throughout from the opening bell to the final bell. I don't see Canelo dominating Caleb Plant like that. I don't see it, bro. So if Plant beats Canelo, will Canelo go run and cry in the car like Red did on Friday movie? That's my question. I don't know, man. I hope he ain't flicking it. Hey, when I was growing up at Mac of the South, that call that, being flicked. Run to the car, swinging their arms and shit, acting all flicked. Nigga, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna go run his goddamn Bentley, speed to the ranch, jump on the horse, and just ride until his horse get tired in the pasture. No, we haven't seen Canelo after the fight. We seen helicopter, but we don't know. Hopefully he okay, but we haven't seen him 2 days. You know what I'm saying? That might happen. They might send a search and rescue on the property. Canelo like them horses, man. He likes those horses. But as far as him, running to the car, we definitely know the type of car is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? We can assure the type of car Canelo is going to run to after he loses to Caleb Plant is going to be different. Money Brown say ain't nothing wrong with wanting to see the underdog rise to the occasion. See, money coming here, goddamn, just unloading the clip with subliminals. The underdog. He's calling Caleb Plant Sweet Hands the underdog. Damn. Everybody loves a great underdog story, but not on Saturday. See, man, that's like 3 motherfucking subliminal clips right there. He's devaluing Caleb Plant's status in this fight, man. He's saying the man is an underdog, man, when he really might be the top dog. Caleb Plant might be the top dog in this fight, y'all. I get it. I get it, bro. But it's a big lottery pick. I'll say to anybody, this is a good fight to put your money on. You know, it's a good fight to put your money on the fighter that you see. You know, like Caleb Plant has a solid opportunity to come out of this with a win, with a W, for real. He has a solid opportunity. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I can't predict fights. I'm bad with predicting fights. But all I'm saying is, you know, to Money Brown's story, he said everybody loves a great underdog story. You know, Caleb is much higher than the movie, you know, Porky. You know what I'm saying? This ain't one of those movies where, you know, you have people holding the kid hand and trying to, you know, raise him up and support him because he's being bullied and all that. No. This is Caleb motherfucking Plant, y'all. This is Caleb Plant, man. He has to step up to the plate and bat them motherfuckers out the park just like the Atlanta Braves was doing to Houston. Charlos was in the parking lot and balls was just raining down on the hood of they goddamn Lambos and shit. They mad, head cocked to the goddamn left, mad as shit running around that motherfucker. That's what we want to happen this Saturday, man. We want Caleb to be accurate. We want him to, you know, be sharp and definitely be punctual on countering Canelo. Canelo cannot just be the only counter puncher in there that night. Caleb Plant is going to have to make Canelo pay with the counter shots also. In order for him to do that, he's definitely going to have to be on time. He's definitely going to have to be on time, man. Like no other. I did put my money on Plant. Good shit, bro. Good shit. I put my money on Plant too, man. I'm putting my money on Plant. I have several bets out there, man. I put my money on Plant. He's not going to need a perfect game, but he needs a no-hitter. I don't see him pitching a shutout like your Braves did last night. Yeah, for sure. I don't see Canelo pitching a shutout. But I do believe he might be in the same situation Houston is at this point in time. And they went home with their heads down, chin tucked, and they're not even fighters. They was just emotionally distraught, their money. They thought they was coming in there and they had everything. They had all the shit. The plan was good. They talked it out. You know, they joined together, put their hands together in the circle. 1, 2, 3, win. That shit didn't work out that way. So I'm thinking this Saturday Canelo might be in the same situation. You know? Caleb Plant saying I'm number 2. He's about to give Canelo Alvarez that second loss on his record. 56-2. I know why I got 1,000 people in my live chat. I know. Because you have a lot of Canelo Alvarez fans. I never said I wasn't a Canelo Alvarez fan. Nor am I a Canelo Alvarez hater. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say I wasn't a fan of Canelo Alvarez. Nor am I a hater. I'm just going for Caleb Sweet Hands Plant over everything this Saturday. Sweet Hands, you got to get it done, bro. You have to go in there and get this shit done. This is your shining moment in life, man. Everything you work for, you don't have that long left in boxing. But this weekend, you have to go in there and show you can switch gears, change levels, and go out here and get this victory and beat somebody with the caliber of Canelo Alvarez. You have to. It's mandatory, bro. You don't have any other options. You've been sitting in super middleweight division. A lot of us been waiting for you to take a fight like this. Now you got it, man. You got it. You going in there with the pound for pound best, Canelo Alvarez, for whoever, what list you look on. You have to step up, man. You have to. You can't go in here and have a bullshit ass first half like Loma and think you're going to close that fight out, on the back end. No. You have to put that Carlos Jackson pressure on Canelo. You know what I'm saying? You have to give him what he's been giving others. Do unto others as they have done unto themselves before. You have to go in there and make this shit happen, man. Go in there and make this shit happen. It's no options for Caleb Plant. This is your legacy, bro. Everything that you experience in your life, the adversities, in this lifetime, a lot of people, they pull energy from struggle. Caleb, you're going to have to pull energy from struggle. You're going to have to. There's a lot of spirits that's going to be fighting with you that night. I just want them to be strong enough for you to change to a different mindset mentally. And your energy level is more spiritual that night. We need for you to go in there and defeat Canelo Alvarez. Yes, we do. WCS needs you to do that. I want to see you shine, big dog. I want to see you shine. You know what I'm saying? No underdog story. I want to see you go in here and shine. Andrew on deck, man. Salute WCS on the road. Listen, what's good with you? Appreciate you pulling up. I think it's going to be 12 rounds of action-packed fighting. That's what I want. Mac of the South, that's what we want down here in the dirty, bro. We want 12 rounds of straight-up mayhem and chaos, bro. That's what we want. Because this is one of the biggest fights, closing out the year. I know we have some other. I'm just saying, this is including Canelo Alvarez, right? We want 12 rounds of action. We want 12 rounds of action, man. 12 rounds of freaking action. And on this side of the motherfucking street, I want to see Caleb Plant get his just due. I believe he has it, man. I truly believe he has it. Money Brown knows he has it. And a lot of other fans out here knows that Caleb Plant can go in there and get it in with Canelo. He can defeat him. He can give him his second loss of his career and potentially send him into retirement, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. I'm in Houston and the city was silent down here last night. Man, listen, they was hitting them balls in the parking lot. I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, it's over. Once we hit that first homer, 3 runs came in. Shit. I said, this ain't going to be no recovery. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to be a comeback, how they came back and everything and hit the news all over the place talking about the Braves blew a lead and all that. No, man. It's done. Big dog on deck. How you feeling, bro? Salute WCS. Salute to you, bro. Was dropping by to show some love, big bro. Got school now, but thank you for the genuine support. Keep grinding. Man, no doubt that Money Brown TV, man. Anybody and everybody who don't know who he is, man, go subscribe to Money Brown TV, man. Go get that school in, bro. I know how that is. For real, go get the school in, man. Best wishes. And y'all go over there and support Money Brown TV all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Support the channel, man. He's on every day. You know what I'm saying? But I will be sending you a care package there, Money Brown TV. It's gonna consist of soft Charmin tissues. You know what I'm saying? Tissues to wipe tears away. I mean, the way they soak up water is incredible. I'm gonna send you about 2 or 3 boxes of those right there. I'm gonna send you some ice packs because you know what happened when you cry a lot, they swell up. I'm gonna send you some ice packs and shit that you can throw in the refrigerator. Cool them up, put them on your eyes and shit while you're doing your live. You know what I'm saying? You can still have the camera on, but just, let them know that your brother, WCS, sent you a care package. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to do because you might be disappointed, big dog. But be on the lookout for that care package, bro. For real. You know, I gotta look out for you, man. And most of all, it's gonna say fragile on there because I'm gonna send you some fruitcake too. I know you like fruitcake. That's one of your favorite desserts. And you know, Canelo fans love fruitcake. So I'm gonna send you some fruitcake in that motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? And a gift card. Minute Maid Park is small. It's easy to hit a home run there. I you know, somebody else was telling me that too, but I was like this, Mac of the South. If it's easy, what's that guy said? If it was easy, then everybody would do it. You gotta want it as much as you wanna breathe. So if it was easy, then everybody would do it. That's true. If the park is small, Houston could have knocked that motherfucker out too. You know, somebody was telling me that, like, man, yeah, that park is considered smaller than normal. You know, and balls will go over the fence. So I say, as long as they for the Braves and the Braves only, I'm good. I'm really not caring who else hit home runs during the series except the Braves. Hold on for a second. Yeah. But, man, I'm looking forward to it. Now, I'd be a fool to sit up here and tell you I didn't think Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Canelo has always shown up to the dance, even though some of his stipulations and his opponents were suspect. You know what I'm saying? He still showed up to the dance, right? But now, man, Caleb Plant not only has to show up to this weekend, once he's inside the battle lines, man, you have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. You have to change up. You have to visit areas that you have never experienced, because I truly believe Canelo Alvarez is going to take you there. He's going to take you to a depth of adversity that you've never experienced in the ring. I do. I believe that shit. And you're capable, Caleb Plant. You're capable of fighting up out that. I believe you're capable of doing it. You've already demonstrated to us that you all about to smoke, because you had on a fitted suit and you were still able to land that crushing slap across Canelo's face that had on a short sleeve shirt and some tight ass skinnies. You proved to us already you about to smoke. That man tried to push you when you had your hands behind your back. Sucker ass move by Canelo. He tried to push that man when he had a suit. Canelo showed up professionally. Caleb Plant showed up professionally. Canelo showed up to fight. His entire ensemble, from his shirt to his pants, was to throw a punch and get physical. Caleb came there to promote professionally, had his hands behind his back, and Canelo Alvarez pulled off a sucker-ass move and tried to push the man, hoping he'd fall backwards. What if he would have fell back, caught himself, and hurt his wrist? The fight would have been, prolonged due to stupidity. But Caleb Plant walked back, He walked back towards, he closed distance on Canelo Alvarez, who didn't run. And he goddamn stopped him, and kind of made some drool come out Canelo's mouth on the side. You know what I'm saying? No one saw it because Canelo responded with the 1-2. But he slapped him enough so he had some drool that came out the left side of his lip. We need for you to do that. We need for you to win the exchanges. We need for you to make Canelo pay when he always going to the same thing. He'll dig to the body, but he's set up for the counter. Gennady Golovkin was able to land a lot of right hands on Canelo Alvarez. You're going to have to be able to take what Canelo's given, digest it, and regurgitate it. That's all. We need for you to fight outside your boundaries right now. Your boundaries have what you experience in your career there, Caleb Plant. But this weekend, we need for you to step outside that. You know what I'm saying? We need for you to exceed all those other performances that we consider mortal. We need for you to be immortal this weekend with Canelo Alvarez. We need for you to shut him down, dog. This is life-changing for your career. You've had so many adverse life changes that you had to shed tears for the wrong reason, my brother. Like, you went through a lot of adversity where you shed the tears for the wrong reason. Lost your daughter, lost your mother. You know, just a lot of darkness. This weekend, we want you to be able to experience shedding those tears for all the right reason. You know what I'm saying? Your credentials, accomplishments, and one of the biggest wins of your boxing career. Let's go. Atlanta had that Hank Aaron batting inside of them. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Hank Aaron, man. Shout out to Hank Aaron. I used to see him as a kid. And you know what's crazy, man? I told people this several times already, right? When I was small, man, I was, you know, the only time, I don't know how many times I went to a Braves game when I was smaller, but we would go. It was barely anybody in the stands. So I was behind the dugout, and Dusty Baker was out there throwing the ball, you know, warming up with somebody else. I forgot who it was. And this is a true fucking story, no cap, bro. I was there sitting behind the dugout. I say, Dusty, can I get an autograph ball? Can I get an autograph ball? Man, he gave me an autograph ball. He threw it up in the stands. I didn't have to worry about anybody else running down there and getting it. He threw it up to me. I said, wow. I said, thank you, man. Thank you. You know, I was young as shit. You know what my dumb ass did? When I was growing up, we used to play stick ball. You know, we was in the cul-de-sac. We used to play stick ball. We had a tennis ball and we had a broomstick. Right? So I knew my neighbor played actually T-ball. So I said, man, do you have that bat? Do you have a real bat? They say, why, man? I just want to see how high, you know, how long I can hit this ball. I really didn't tell them it was signed by Dusty Baker. I said, I got a real baseball, y'all. I got a real baseball. But I never told them it was signed by Dusty Baker. So they brought the bat out there, and we had woods. We call them woods. We had woods next to through the neighborhood. And we used to walk through the motherfuckers to get to the next neighborhood. I took that bat and the ball that Dusty gave me. I tossed that bitch up in the air, cracked it. That shit went all the way in the woods. I said, okay, put the bat down. I go find. I know where it dropped. I never found it. I said, okay, I know where it dropped at. Jumped the fence, went in there looking for that mother. Never found it, dog. Never found that shit. How dumb of me. Just stupid. Anyway, man, shout out to them, bro. Shout out to them. Let's get back to the boxing shit. I'm pretty sure Caleb Plant knows this not Jose Uzcategui. You know what I'm saying? He needs a win on his record that's better than when he picked up the title, point blank period. His resume is okay. Caleb Plant resume is okay. Canelo Alvarez being on his resume, greened up with that W, that's what we need right now, period. We need that in order for Caleb Plant's career to change. In the conversation of the critics, the commentators, the analysts, on how he fares in the super middleweight division, how he fares as a boxer and everything, this fight would do it for Caleb Plant, bro. This is the fight to do it. A lot of people are just saying it's impossible for him to beat Canelo Alvarez. Like, he has no chance whatsoever. I don't think so. I believe what Caleb Plant is talking about, yeah, I had to prove everybody wrong anyway. They always used to count me out. And sometimes when you hear people talk that language, right? Just like Money said, you know, like the underdog. When you have people grow up in life And somehow, some way, people always consider them the underdog in tough situations, especially when you're talking about competitive sports. Sometimes it builds, it toughens them up. Sometimes it motivates them a bit more than individuals who's just blessed and gifted to be that person, that athlete. They blessed to win. But for Caleb Plant, he seems like he know that individuals in life have been doubting him for quite some time. And what better moment than to take full advantage of all that than this weekend, man? You have it, Caleb. You have it in you, man. You have it in you to go ahead and get this win, bro. You have to. You have to shut down Canelo train, man. Because there's a lot of cats that's on the Canelo train, for real. You have to shut that shit down. You and only you there, Caleb. You have to change boxing as we know it. And what better way to go for the top dog? It's not going to be easy, but goddamn it, you can win the war. Let's get it. Go in there and hand Canelo Alvarez his second loss. You can do it, man. You have all the tools. This is you've been training for. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard, Floyd Mayweather kind of gave you some tips. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to put him in the thumbnail. Floyd Mayweather had gave you tips. I'm pretty sure you have trained extensively. You had a little bit of extra time to train. Hey, man, go ahead and do you, bro. Shock the world. Shock the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez need to pay for that sucker move. You know what I'm saying? He need to pay for that shit. I did the same thing with a ball signed by the Cubs from 1977. Damn. Man, I blame my parents for not sitting up there giving me the proper guidance and shit about that. I hit that motherfucker in the woods and lost it. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk on deck. Salute WCS. What it do, my brother? What's good with your Supreme Beast Boxing Talk? Man, y'all definitely check out my boy channel. Go check him out, man. Solid brothers in the game of boxing talking that shit. Go check him out, man. Support his channel. Sub to him so you can get the notifications. Real talk. The same with Money Brown TV. Go check them brothers out. Doing big things in this boxing shit. OG on deck, man. That guy Eclipse 330. What's going on with you, bro? Now, if there's anybody out here that don't have a channel, that need a channel, that is Eclipse 330. That's Mike. Mike, you need your own shit, bro. You need your own shit, dog. I know y'all down in Georgia gassed off them Braves right now. Yes, sir. But real talk, please. Caleb beat Canelo, ginger ass, pretty please. Please, Caleb, let's get it done. Yes, sir, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. That's what we want. We want Caleb Plant to just his entire level of expertise. You know what I'm saying? It needs to go from master to doctorate's degree. You know what I'm saying? He need to put on a motherfucking masterclass performance against Canelo Alvarez like Floyd did. I know a lot of people don't like mentioning Floyd, but you got to understand. Floyd put on a masterclass against Canelo Alvarez, man. And so many people sit up here and say, well, that's when Canelo was green and he was still starting out and he wasn't that experienced in the sport of boxing. Yes, we understand that. But also, Canelo Alvarez has been in the game of boxing for quite some time. He has that blemish on his record. That's why I put Floyd in the middle laughing. He has that one blemish on his record that he hates every time he even think about boxing. But what better time right now, from all we experience in boxing, for Caleb Plant to step up to the motherfucking grid and make himself known? It's time. Shut this motherfucker down. It is your day, Caleb. You would never get an opportunity like this right now, you being in your prime and everything. No injuries, no nothing. You get to fight the pound for pound guy. Just like Teofimo was able to defeat Vasily Lomachenko, he made the best out of it. Vasil was like number 2 on the pound for pound. Guess what? According to the way you look, Canelo Alvarez is top pound for pound. This is it, big dog. This is everything that you've been talking about behind closed doors. This is everything in the gym that you've been working, sweating, sacrificing. All the motherfucking times you left your DNA in the ring, man, training for this fight. This is that moment. You cannot have one question of doubt when it comes to this fight. You have to fully go in there with the intentions of knowing that you're better than Canelo Alvarez on this night. That's the only way you're going to beat him. You have to assure yourself, period, without any doubt, that you're better than Canelo Alvarez. Regardless of all his fans, you have to go in there and show that you're the more dominant fighter. Bruce goes on deck, man. Salute. He say, salute WCS. Salute to you, big dog. I want to see Canelo sleep. Nothing personal. I just would like to see it. Now, OG, man, I don't know if he's able to sleep or not. Unless it's on his own accord there, Mike. I just don't know if Caleb can sleep him. You know, it's a lot that I do believe in this universe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about no parallel, you know, all this other shit. I don't believe physically, but it's possible. I don't believe he can knock him out. I'm not saying he can't, but it would be great to see. It would be great to see him get off the damn canvas and be like, shit, I fucked up my payday. He knocked me out. No. I still get payday, right? Shoot, man. Like, can you imagine Caleb getting off the canvas, dog? Canelo, rather. Can you imagine Canelo getting off the canvas, bro? That's a big shot for me. That's a huge stretch. They say anything is possible, especially in exchanges. Man, I just want to see Caleb be super sharp and vigilant on the inside, because Canelo Alvarez can be hit, but you have to stay busy. Like, you just can't wait within his punching range without even letting your hands go with something productive. Like, you can't go in there and headhunt. Caleb, and though he's not considered one of these brutal power punchers, these body punchers, he cannot be headhunting. He has to allow the shot to present itself. He has to dig and place his emphasis on other areas of the body to work for that headshot. Not all the time, but I'm just saying, because Canelo could be hit, man. And when he rolls with that right hand, and he damn near put his damn chin over his shoulder to roll with that punch, Caleb has to follow that shit. Don't just sit there and let him roll with that punch, chin over shoulder, and he doesn't have any visual on his opponent. Step to the right and goddamn get off some more punches that he doesn't see. When he want to roll with those shots, overextend how he look over his shoulder, which is a bad habit. Caleb Plant has to make him pay for that shit. He has to keep his hands moving and follow up with that shot. That's if it happened. We see Canelo Alvarez doing that shit all the fucking time. And fighters just wait till he finish, boom, reset, look to the front, and continue boxing. When he rolled with that shot, goddamn, make him pay for it. Smother him. Let your hands go while you kicking down the front door. Come that motherfucker fully auto, man. Fully auto. You're gonna have those moments there, Caleb. You're gonna have to let your hands go on the inside. Fully auto. For real. It's not gonna feel good and it ain't gonna look good, but you're gonna have to damn play on the inside. And then you're gonna have to box. You're gonna have to dance with a different set of shoes, different tune. You know, you're gonna have different performances, different type of dance moves. You're gonna have to do anything and everything to beat Canelo Alvarez, man. You have to win some rounds. We cannot go into the 6th and you only have a questionable 2 rounds. It got to be damn near even heading into the motherfucking mid rounds. Seriously. It has to be damn near even, because that shit go to the scorecard. I seriously doubt that Caleb Plant is going to get the decision. You're right, Scott. It's perfect timing for someone like Caleb to shake things up. Shake them up. Let's go. It's the perfect time, man, to hit the lottery. Sweet hands on deck. It's a perfect time for the boxing lottery, y'all. It's close to Christmas, too. Christmas next month, y'all. What better boxer, what better fight to make that money off of than Caleb? This month gives us some of the most exciting boxing us as fans want to see in the ring. Absolutely. You know, we got that Crawford fight coming up too. You know what I'm saying? We got that Crawford Sean Porter. Yes, sir. We got some nice ones coming up, bro. We have some nice ones coming up this month. Scorpio's in the building. Salute. I know Canelo getting knocked out. It's probably not going to happen. But if it did, though, yes, sir, if it did. See, we got to more focus on the if. Not the what. If. You know, we want to bring it closer to fruition. If Canelo get knocked out, we need for that. You know what I'm saying? We need for it to kind of just lean over a little bit more of coming to reality. Can Caleb Plant take full advantage and seize the moment in that little window of opportunity and clip Canelo Alvarez? Follow up, get the knockdown, shock the motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? Can he pull off what Andy Ruiz was able to do to Anthony Joshua? Now, I know that's a motherfucking, look, I know that's an exaggerated point right there. But all I'm saying is, if Caleb Plant gets off the right way, is it possible to put Canelo Alvarez in a point of adversity that we never seen him? Can he give us that Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua? Even though, you know, Caleb, I mean, he has to know that Joshua's chin is different than Canelo Alvarez. We know that. We know Canelo is taking some punches, real talk. But I'm just giving you an overlay of that scenario. Is it possible to give Canelo that work and somehow, some way seize the moment to get that knockdown? We need something. We need something definitive to put away some rounds, man. So if it does go to the judges, they won't sit up here. Adeline Bird, what's your scorecard? I have every round, all 12 for Canelo Alvarez, all 12. For real? Yeah, you know me. You know what? I ain't explaining that shit to nobody. I got all 12 for Canelo. Have we ever seen Canelo drop before? I can't recall. Hey, I'm on board with you, Mike. I never seen a drop, unless I ain't did my research thoroughly. I never seen that man drop. I haven't. Brown on boxing. Salute WCS. He's on deck. What's good? I could see maybe a flash knockdown early from either fighter, but I don't see a KO. But in boxing, everybody has a puncher's chance. I hear that so much, you know, Ken. But, you know, I just want to say that with Caleb Plant, I want him to have that performance that he had against Ukostegi when he won the title. Like a lot of people was counting him out in that fight, and he earned 2 knockdowns. I want to see somewhat a similar fight play out with the knockdowns, but a much better performance. There's no doubt about it. He has to be on his shit. He has to be the professor that's doing the teaching. Just like Floyd was in there, Caleb Plant has to be the professor in this fight, man. I know a lot of people look at it like it's no way that he can. He's never shown it. He's never shown us that he has that ability to perform to the level of Canelo Alvarez. His opponents don't give us that. We don't have a highlight moment where we say, damn, that was one of the top opponents Caleb Plant ever fought. And we can compare that to Canelo Alvarez when he fought this person. It's not one. So this is his moment. The same that I can say with Teofimo Lopez. Nobody on his resume with 16 professional fights was the caliber of Vasily Lomachenko until he stepped in there with Vasily and then ended up getting the win. Nobody. It wasn't Richard Comey and it wasn't Masayoshi Nakatani. Hi. Okademasen. Smooth 4YT on deck. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. Can someone here help me out? I really can't remember if Canelo was ever dropped in a professional fight. Yeah, man, help us out. Has he ever been dropped? Real talk. I don't know. Let me see what Brown on boxing. A mix of Laura, Floyd, and Triple G. What's crazy, I think Plant can do it. I like that setup right there. Because we all know he had problems with Laura. He definitely had a loss problem. He had those L problems with Floyd. And then Triple G, we seen that he was able to land some pretty solid shots on Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck happened in the rematch, but Triple G had his moments in there with Canelo Alvarez. Real talk. So in combination, Caleb Plant is definitely going to have to channel all 3 of these cats, man, because they bring something. We know Triple G's tough as shit with his chin. We know that. The mobility and movement of Laura, man. And we all know the overall genius and boxing IQ of Floyd Money Mayweather. I don't know if y'all remember when the fight actually happened. It was so many Mexican fans out here thinking that Floyd was about to take his first L. You know, they had this up-and-coming redhead Mexican fighter that had a lot of damn hype behind him, coming in here with a well-known U.S. star in Floyd Mayweather. Canelo Alvarez is on a 15-fight win streak since losing to Floyd. Seriously. L-Dub on deck, man. Another media distributor. Go check out his channel, man. Sub, share his content, man. Support the brother. Hit the bell icon, man. Y'all in the building, hit the like button. I tell y'all to support other people's channels because I truly believe they're solid voices, solid media segues in this media game. But also, you on deck, man. Show me love too. You know what I'm saying? Show me love too, goddammit. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. If you choose to support, do so. You know, it's all good. If it goes to the score card, then that Mexican Mafia money is too long to let Canelo lose it for real, for real. I totally agree with that. He definitely has connects. Real talk. If it goes to the scorecards, I'm definitely not looking forward to any other decision except in favor of Canelo Alvarez, for real. Mac of the South said, L-Dub the expert, salute my brother. Yeah, support these other channels out here that's doing shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? Plant has a chance to shake up the world and show his skills are elite. I believe he's an elite fighter. And that's all I'm trying to say there, Brown on Boxing. Let's get it. He has to fight outside any dimension that he thought he was in, any physical dimension. You know what I'm saying? He has to absolutely breach what he figured that was a point of failure earlier. You know what I'm saying? What he thought he had maximized his ability. He has to breach that. He has to levitate above that shit this weekend. That is the only way Caleb Plant is going to go in here and shock the world. He has to do that. He has to fight outside of his limitations. And his limitations may have been to the point where he's dug deep. He's went to the point of failure. So you have to exceed that. You have to go to another dark place you ain't experienced. It's going to be painful, but you have to fight through it. You have to combine the adrenaline. You have to combine everything that's going on you with mentally. You have to channel your spiritual side. He's going to have to combine a lot of areas to go in here and beat Canelo Alvarez, period. We don't want to see a Billy Joe Saunders breakdown. We don't want to see a cut open up and they stop the fight on some bullshit. We really want to see a contest, a super middleweight world championship for all the undisputed titles. We want a fair contest, a reasonable contest, and we want to come back on this motherfucker and know that we seen one of the best fights and it lived up to every expectation we had. That's all we want. We want to live up to everything we expected it to be. It's a good preamble for the Shawn Porter and Terrence Crawford fight. Real talk. Let's see if if Caleb Plant can be that elite fighter, bro. I hear you. Let's see, can he do it, man? He said he was going to unify the division. What better time to bring everything to the forefront and let Canelo Alvarez do all the fucking work, and then you take the titles from him? What better time to rob the motherfucking bank there, Caleb Plant? It is your time, bro. You said you want to unify the super middleweight division. Now it's your time. Get it in, bro. You can do it. You can do this shit. It's not like you had to go out there and collect all the titles. Make Canelo pay for being the little robber that he is. He's up here fighting for David Benavidez, vacant WBC, getting all the goddamn favoritism and help, concierge service. Goddamn fighting Callum Smith, who motherfucking 7'3" in the pictures, and went in there and act like he never knew how to throw a motherfucking combination. Oh, wow, man. Canelo, he better than I thought. I couldn't even get a punch off. Man, he hits hard. Man, get the fuck out of here. WBC, WBA, gift wrapped. But he went in there and fought that WBO, though. You know, he went in there and did what he had to do against Billy Joe Saunders. I mean, hey, he got it in. But the last man standing is the last man standing, dog. That's you, Caleb. Go get your shit, bro. You said you want to unify. That doesn't mean you had to go out here and beat every other champion in the division to do so. Canelo has already did your dirty work for you. And just take that shit from him. It's time for you to take that shit off of him there, Caleb. They don't call you sweet hands for nothing. Go get it, bro. Floyd stood right in front of him, made him miss, and made him pay. Laura needed to be a little more aggressive, but I thought he won easy. You know, that's Laura's style, man. You know what I'm saying? That's his style, you know, at that point in time. Like, when I seen, man, I'm not even going to get on that. Like, sometimes Laura put you to sleep, and sometimes he really get it in, man. I thought he won easy, and Triple G just was missing those big punches, but the jab. Look, when it came time for him to work off the jab, he would have been more effective, Triple G, right? But if you get within range and you're going to be predictable, you're going to become predictable with Canelo Alvarez, he's going to know when you're setting up. Just like I said about Edgar Berlanga. You get the feeling on him when he's about to sit in that right hand. You get the feeling. Look at the fight with that Damon Nichols and how he was landing combinations on the inside, and Edgar Berlanga was at the high guard. And anybody can look at that and see the subtle shifts on how Edgar Berlanga would slowly move his right foot back to post so he can plant and throw that right hand. It's too predictable. Triple G, Canelo knew it was going to be only a matter of time that he was going to send that right hand when he get in close. And he did it. Instead of headhunting so much, he should have went to the body. The body was right there for Canelo. Touch the body, then go to the head. Most of the time Triple G was within range, he went for the head. He really wanted to knock out Canelo. Plant left hand is his money, but being more athletic could be part that Canelo can't get around. Let's hope so. He has better movement than Canelo, but as a flat-footed fighter, Canelo do damn good, dog. As a flat-footed fighter, Canelo, he's smart. Real talk. Caleb Plant has better mobility, but Canelo Alvarez, he gets the job done with how he moves. Seriously. I'm just, we ain't trying to see no Amir Khan or no James Kirkland unless Caleb Plant is the one that's delivering the kill shot. That's it. That's it, dog. I don't want to see none of that other shit, dog. I don't want to see no quitting on the stool like Billy Joe. I want to see Caleb Plant deliver that Amir Khan knockout or that James Kirkland knockout. I don't want to see no Abner Yildirim type bullshit. I don't want to see no Callum Smith hanging out on the ropes. No, Caleb, you got to go in there and bring this shit to his ass, man. You have to break down Canelo, man, so that us, the damn viewing audience, can see Canelo breaking down. It's possible. It's possible. You can do that shit. That sweet hands. You can do this. The boxing section, TBS on deck. Salute to my dogs in the chat. What's good, man? People say Plant didn't look good in his last fight, but he dominated Truax 12-0. Yeah, you know how hey Brown on boxing, you know how it is when you fight somebody with your same name. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, it's a little, I feel a little funny about this shit. Who this nigga, man? Who your daddy, dog? You know, he probably like, man, come on, you trying to beat me, Caleb? Truax only landed 40 punches the entire fight, and Plant's left hand busted him every time he missed. Yes, man, nobody wasn't really looking for Truax like that. Real talk. We weren't really looking for Caleb Truax like that. Hold on for a second. Okay. Free Hoover on deck. How you feeling, man? It's Wednesday. Appreciate you pulling up. Plant got to be a little dirty and outbox Redhead like Ward told him to do. Yes, sir, man. You know, Ward just not just spitting free game for nothing. But, you know, like I say, Hoover, in order for him to get on the inside, it has to be risk. And you have to risk taking those body shots and even taking Canelo power shots. You have to risk it. Your defense have to be on point, and you just have to be willing to go through the fire, man. Go through a different type of energy you never experienced before to fight Canelo on the inside. But Caleb has the boxing skills to do so. He has it. He has the boxing skills to periodically get in there, get his work in on the inside, and then step out, reset, box Canelo Alvarez, and keep on, putting away rounds, scoring and losing effective shots, not just from the outside, but getting on the inside. But let your hands go. You definitely have to put some solid combinations together on Canelo Alvarez. And you damn sure gonna have to be ready to take what he's giving too. Canelo can get hit, bro. Canelo is not this defensively sound magician like Floyd. He is not Floyd Mayweather. Caleb Plant has better defense than Canelo Alvarez. He does, man. Do it yourself, your daughter and family plan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do it for all of that. Caleb, do it for all that shit. Especially your daughter, bro. I know your mother passed, man. Especially your daughter, man. That's your seed. That's what's gonna have to take Caleb. I mean, real talk. I don't like bringing in death as a sense of motivation, but he's gonna have to channel all of that energy. Macadamia's free Hoover. Appreciate everyone for pulling up, man. Salute to y'all on this Wednesday, man. We 3 days out from Caleb Plant becoming super middleweight undisputed world champion. We almost there, man. And we're a couple of weeks out from Terrence Crawford going in there being the first one to stop Sean Porter. We got some good shit popping this month. Scorpio stand up. Scorpio stand up, man. King Mitch on deck. What it do there, Mitch? What it do, man? Judges have it written out for Canelo to win, though. Showtime wants Canelo versus Charlo and Benavidez. To be honest, I have advocated, okay, let's just itemize what you just put. Canelo versus Charlo Benavidez, all right? Really, the big fight out of those two is Benavidez for me. The reason why I think Benavidez first up outside of Caleb Plant is because Canelo has his vacant WBC belt. You can't blame Canelo for swooping it up. Floyd gave you the motherfucking stage play. He gave you the performance. How to commit a daytime heist. You know what I'm saying? He gave you the performance when he brought Conor McGregor on this shit. He did it so many times. He showed you how to goddamn get the whole motherfucking Brinks truck and drive off in that bitch with the window down. He explained that. He showed you. You know what I'm saying? That's what Canelo did with Benavidez's title. They said no to him and Abner Yildirim, and then he went in there and fought for Callum Smith and the WBC title. So Benavidez should get first up. He never was beat for his losing his title. He was never beat. He just had drugs and shit like that. I think he should be the first one on deck. Let's get this shit over with. He's a true 168-pounder / light heavyweight. That's what he is. He is a true super middleweight. Charlo, he's a middleweight. Charlo's energy and language give me this feeling that he want to make excuses. Yeah, Canelo, come down to 160, I'll fight. Man, get the fuck out of here. Canelo ain't coming down to 160 to fight you. Why even mention it? Why even mention it? You'd have to be super special. I'm talking about you have to, I don't know. I don't fucking know what scenario to give for Charlo to be in the good graces of Canelo Alvarez. But just because y'all compete in the same sport, it ain't enough. So I ain't trying to see Charlo fight Canelo right now, because he's a middleweight. He said it. I'm a middleweight. But David Benavidez is a super middleweight. Hands down, period. But if Caleb Plant spoils the show and go ahead and collect these damn crowns, then he's the man to beat. Then we'll see Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez, which should be a damn good fight, y'all. That should be a damn good fight. I'm definitely not disputing what you said, Hoover. It makes a whole lot of sense, man. For real. It makes a whole lot of sense. It's some good money fights, you know, that definitely you can get with Canelo Alvarez. But then boxing is a business. Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant is one of those fights. I'm telling you, boxing love to go with the other side. The masses is picking Canelo Alvarez, but goddamn it, a lot of money is gonna be on Caleb Plant. Anybody know what's the odds right now? Let me see. Matter of fact, what am I talking about? I put this shit in my YouTube. What the fuck? Let me show you the odds, bro. So Canelo is a negative 1100 versus Caleb Plant being plus 700. That's what it is right now. Minus 1100 for Saul Canelo Alvarez. Caleb Plant plus 700. That is what we're looking at. And of course, we had the undercard Elvis Rodriguez. You know, he used to be a former top rank fighter. He's facing Juan Pablo Romero, super lightweight. Rey Vargas versus Leonardo Baez, super bantamweight. And Anthony Dirrell versus Marcos Hernandez, super middleweight. So Plant did win his last fight easy, but it was an impressive win. He was supposed to destroy that guy. Who knows why he didn't destroy him, though? You know, with boxing, man, you don't know. Some of these fights, they should go in there and make it easy. We don't know why he didn't destroy Caleb Truax. We don't know, man. But right now, we want him to use every bit of energy that didn't exist in that fight with Truax. And we want him to take it out on Canelo Alvarez, dog. Seriously, he's well rested. We had a delay in the fight. He's well rested. Solid fighting camp. The only fuck up was that he slightly got cut from having his shades on when Canelo Alvarez hit him. You know what I'm saying? After he had started the shit, first of all, he instigated. And then he tried to act like he know no English. No habla English, senor. He wanted to act like somebody say motherfucker. You talking about his mother. Man, you played yourself on that, dog. Way more money and attention in a rematch if Plant pulls it off. Don't think Charlo has it at 168. I agree. And Benavidez has some of the worst defense in the division. Canelo probably stops Benavidez. Damn. Hey, just because David Benavidez squares up on certain opponents doesn't mean he'll do the same thing with Canelo. And what if Canelo is willing to engage with Benavidez? You know what I'm saying? Benavidez loves walking in there, giving the best target he can possibly give, shoulder to shoulder, squared up, and letting his hands go. What if it's one of the best fights we've seen in that division? What if he has success in wearing down Canelo Alvarez with that style? Seriously, this sport has proven not to be all about the fundamentals. Sometimes you get a crazy motherfucker that's willing to go in with a fighter like Canelo Alvarez, square his body up, take damage, only to work for the end state. The end state is to break that motherfucker all the way down and put away some rounds, win some rounds, and knock him out. Then again, Mitch, you might be underestimating how tough Benavidez is. Seriously, you might be underestimating that shit. You talking about one flat-footed fighter to the other. Both of these guys are tailor-made for a damn good contest, Benavidez and Alvarez, for real. But with Caleb Plant, he has better foot movement. You know what I'm saying? He can box on the move. But one thing Canelo Alvarez can do is cut off the ring, though. That we know, homie. That we know for sure. Plan has to be perfect for 12 rounds just to probably get a draw. Damn. I hope Plant isn't thinking that way. You know what I'm saying? Because Plant is going to have to, I know somebody said it early in this chat. Plant is definitely going to have to make it a dirty, grimy fight. He's going to have to do some dirty shit to Canelo periodically. I'm not talking about Andrew Galata, Riddick Bowe type shit. No, I'm talking about he's just going to have to be dirtier, on the inside. He's going to have to make it physical. He's going to have to goddamn put some forearms up there. He can't show no love. He can't. Look, Caleb cannot show any respect to Canelo Alvarez in this fight where it prevents him from being physical. He has to be physical, and with that physicality, he has to goddamn keep it up. He has to sustain that physicality throughout the fight. That means taking those body shots from Canelo, taking headshots, sending his own counters. He has to be tough. Make it grimy. Benavidez lost his title twice by his own stupid mistakes. I'd rather Canelo go try and unify lightweight. No, why should look, Mitch, come, Mitch, my brother, what? Listen, my brother, listen. You are mad at Benavidez for the way he lost his titles, just because he has some drugs in his system, cocaine, and he was overweight. Do you know what sport you're supporting? This is boxing, the dark science of combat sports, bro. Boxing has had Captain Corruption flying through this bitch forever. So now all of a sudden it's sanctified? It's no sanctification that goes on in boxing, bro. This is a dirty motherfucking sport. That's why you have criminals, felons. You have domestic violence. You have fighters going out here doing stupid shit, in their off time because they're fighters, goddammit. They get hit in the head for a living. What is the command center, Mitch, of your physical anatomy? What is the command center? The brain, right? So you get punched in the goddamn head. What do you think Benavidez was doing in his free time? He was, he wanted to sniff some cocaine and shit. We don't know what was going on in his life. He might be a true light heavyweight, but it seems like he's turned the corner. He's dialed it in, and he's been making weight. He's been staying a bit more disciplined in between his fights. But this sport, it has nothing to do with religion, man. Like, there's some unsavory individuals that compete in this sport. Some dogs, criminals. So you're going to be mad at Benavidez because he dropped his title twice, bro? Man, you being a bit sensitive, Mitch, for real. Come on, Mitch, man. I expect better from you, dog. For real. I expect much better from you. Canelo said, bet more, your money is safe. Oh, shit. Mucho dinero, señor, amigo. Mucho dinero. ¿Cuánto cuesta, amigo? Dirrell gave the blueprint in the early rounds to beat David, who came in there and sustained that 12 round, is no question. I agree with that, Ken. Like, Dirrell, I give him that. He had a damn good performance against Benavidez. He did. Even though they was trying to stop the fight with that cut and shit, he did. He was boxing. Like, what's wild is that I think Dirrell stepped up that fight and had one of the better performances of his life. Seriously, I think he had a really solid performance against Benavidez. He did, man. I was impressed, for real. Wonder if Showtime will make Canelo sit on the couch and wait for UFC 268 to end. Damn. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all be dropping these gems in this motherfucking live chat for real. Who remembered that shit, dog? The UFC sunned boxing. The UFC, look, how does that fucking happen? The UFC sunned boxing. UFC is a promotion that deals with promoting mixed martial arts, right? They had the top pound for pound guy on the couch. They shut down the motherfucking network. No, we're going to have viewers watch us, and when we're finished, then y'all can do the ring walk and get this shit going. Who does that shit? Who has ever did that? How can, when I tell people I cover boxing and MMA, they try to say, oh, he done mostly about MMA. How? That shit Hoover just mentioned proves my point on why you should be inclusive to motherfucking mixed martial arts just as you are to boxing. Because they had to wait till that shit ends to get on with a boxing match. And this is the top motherfucking pound for pound, dog. Appreciate that, Jim Hoover. Appreciate that, Jim. Canelo was on the couch, gloves, everything. This motherfucker was on the couch, y'all, waiting for the UFC to end. Motherfucker sun boxing. Salute WCS. I think if Caleb, the Boxing King archives on deck. How you feeling, man? Salute WCS. I think if Caleb just hurt Canelo really bad to take the fight. I think if Caleb just hurt Canelo really bad to take the fight, Plant has to get Saul on a cut or hurt him to the body. Plant has to break something. He has to do something Saul never felt. Man, talk that shit, bro. Talk that motherfucking dynamite. You right, man. He has to be dirty. He has to place Canelo Alvarez in a severe, uncomfortable position. If you allow Canelo Alvarez to sustain his comfortability in a fight, he's gonna make it look too easy. He's gonna do shit that he didn't think he'd be able to do on Caleb Plant. He has to be uncomfortable. He has to start complaining to the referee. Caleb has to say, man, shut your ass up, man, and stop bitching and complaining. Worry about me, ho. Worry about me, ho. You got all that motherfucking money on top pound for pound. You up here bitching to the referee. Referee stick his hand in my forehead, he's sucking, he stuck my, he's playing dirty. I'm a good fighter. No, motherfucker. Caleb, go in there and rough that motherfucker up. Make him feel uncomfortable, dog. Provide him with new situations. Place him in other scenarios he never thought he experienced with you in the ring. Seriously. Use some dirty tactics. But I say that to say this. Caleb Plant used dirty tactics. I guarantee you goddamn Canelo Alvarez has been there, done that sometime or another. But he wants to get Canelo out of his game. Start complaining to the referee and all this other shit. I agree, man. Benavidez is bigger, prime, Triple G. He is bigger, and that's why I believe he will have success against Canelo Alvarez, who, regardless, he's been able to unify at the 168-pound division. I still think he's not a true 168-pound fighter, but it gets a little shaky for me to even say that. We're talking about a fighter who's surpassed 168 and fought at 175. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still look at Canelo as being this guy, like, I don't know, man. I still don't think he's a true 168-pound, but he's not a small guy. Even though Floyd Mayweather made him look small, at this higher weight, Canelo is not a small guy, but I still give Benavidez the advantage when it comes to height, size on fight night. He's just got to come in there and make it a dog fight. I really, not to change the topic, it would be a damn good fight if Benavidez gets his opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez. That needs to happen, man. People can't sit up here and continue to dog out Benavidez for what he did like other fighters ain't fucked up. There's a lot of fighters fucking up in here, and they still are cheered and supported by the fan base, man. So fuck all that, man. Come on, give Benavidez his shot, man. Benavidez ain't no fucking Triple G. No jab like Triple G. No real power like Triple G. Faster hands and better combinations, though. Mitch, I have to address that. So therefore, you talking about Triple G with all this power. So who was the fighter that stopped this 23 fight knockout streak? Okay, let's not act like Triple G had all this crazy power when he was fighting that opposition that was marginal, subpar. You know what I'm saying? So what happened when he fought Danny Jacobs? Did he knock out Sergey Derevyanchenko? I mean, what are we talking about? Look at his record. Did he knock out Canelo Alvarez? Did he drop Canelo Alvarez? Where's all this power we talking about? Where's all this power? When he was working himself up through the chain, okay, he was knocking out dudes he was supposed to knock out. The same shit they say about Terrence Crawford. They say, oh, he ain't fought nobody welterweight. Okay, he knocked their motherfucking ass out. He stopped them. The same with Triple G. Where's all this knockout power? He didn't drop Canelo once. So where's all the power, dog? Explain that shit to me, Mitch. Come on, man. I'm just saying Benavidez don't deserve shit. He was in line and fucked it up. I'd rather see Charlo get a shot. So we're on a system in boxing now where it's all about conduct. It's all about the report card. You know what I'm saying? The report card that is pretty much leveraged by the fan base, right? So we have an open poll that's a report card to say who's a good fighter and who isn't a good fighter. And that's where we get our information to say whether they should get a title shot or not. That's not the way boxing worked there, Mitch. Deserve? This dude deserves to get another shot at his title, Mitch. He absolutely deserves that shit. He deserves it, bro. Like, how many fighters that you would say who've won a title and lost it for whatever reason, but they don't deserve to get another rematch? Now, I can see if we're talking about Peds, right? Okay, we're talking about Dirrell Big Bailey Miller. We're talking about, you losing your opportunity with Anthony Joshua, which you could have been the Andy Ruiz of the heavyweight division, but you tested positive for like 1,500 freaking Peds. You feel me? Now, that in itself would warrant you saying what you're saying, like, oh, I don't think he deserves another shot at the heavyweight championship. Because when he had the opportunity, the motherfucker was goddamn juiced up like Tropicana, goddamn, Mr. Kool-Aid. This nigga had that shit. He had so many damn types of chemicals in his body, man. He don't deserve that shit. I can see if you was using that scenario. Yes, Canelo cut off the ring, but will Caleb be there to get hit once he gets there? We'll see. Damn good question. We'll see, bro. We'll see if Caleb Plant has the wheels to stay fresh enough and keep up his offensive authority, because he's gonna need that shit. If he has enough to sustain him through the rounds while taking that punishment from Canelo too. Is he gonna remain? Is his mobility gonna sustain itself in those rounds, those late rounds, if he makes it there? You know what I'm saying? If nothing stupid happened, if he makes it to the later rounds, taking the body shots, the body attack from Canelo Alvarez, will he still be able to move effectively? The only reason I'm asking that question is, it seems like he was getting a little tired with Vincent Feigenboots. And I was at that fight. I showed up for that fight, support Caleb and some other fighters, and it just seems like he got a little lazy periodically from the shots that he was getting. But of course, that was Feigenboots, and this is motherfucking Alvarez. I'm pretty sure Caleb has grown from that fight, and we look for him to put on a much better performance this time around. Pete EZ is on deck. He said Benavidez is a Canelo killer. We want to see that, though. Me, Mitch, everybody else, we want to see it. I'm not over glorifying Triple G power. I just think he has more power than Benavidez. I don't know, man. Like, if you put punches together, a group of punches, and your volume is much higher than that of Triple G, you might degrade your opponent differently than trying to set up power punches, all the time like Triple G. Like, when it comes to defense, sometimes I can link them up as having okay defense. Like, Triple G get hits a lot. Benavidez get hits a lot. But then when it comes to punch volume, come on, man. Benavidez, he has the advantage in that. So taking those punches from Benavidez over and from round, I think it breaks his opponents down just as you would say Triple G landing power shots. For real. David Benavidez has some mustard on his shit too. He'd be a damn good matchup. Damn good matchup. Shit, Mitch, you say you're not glorifying Triple G power, but goddamn it, you was up here speaking as if Benavidez, two-time, doesn't deserve to get another shot at his title, dog. Come on. That's being strict right there. No sympathy for David Benavidez. Lost his title to Yayo. And on the scale, hey, I know how many people have been accused of Yayo in their career. You know what I'm saying? I can't see how people look at drugs as one of those situations like we never seen it before. We seen Tyson go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? We heard of plenty of other fighters that was on that shit. It's not even frowned upon like pets. Like, if somebody tests positive for weed or cocaine or whatever, people look at it like, okay, we give them suspended and whatever, we'll bring them back. We got fighters up here loading their gloves and shit. They get 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. Nothing. Thomas, look. It's no correspondent course or no committee you have to go up to request admission and do a long, lengthy motherfucking court appearance. No, when your shit ends, boom, you put in for your license, they approve you. How many fighters have had shit go down like that? Cocaine usage, drug use. They be up out of boxing for a little bit and then, oh, you want to come back? Okay. We'll give you this drug test, boom, you clean. All right, get back in camp, man. Let's go. Stay clean. We got you. It's been like that forever, bro. Like forever and a day we had boxers on drugs. This is a tough motherfucking sport. There's no way that I can say so-and-so don't deserve something unless this motherfucker keep on coming here overweight or keep popping dirty for pets, or he's cheating the sport by coming in there with foreign objects in his gloves or something like that. He's manipulating his equipment to the point where a fighter may suffer permanent brain damage or permanent injuries in their boxing career or their livelihood. Now that I would say, okay, they don't deserve, but all the other miscellaneous criminality that goes on in boxing, this is a crime infested sport. It's a dark science, man. Don't be mad. They grew that shit from way back when. They allowed motherfuckers to come in here and do what the fuck they wanted. Go to jail, get out, get a boxing license, and come back and compete. Don't nobody fucking care. Don't nobody really care, dog. John Page on deck. What it do, Batman? That's all Sweet Hands got to do is touch Canelo cleanly at will, and he's going to fold. Watch what I tell you. All right. I need this put up here because we have the ones that's going for Canelo, and we have the Caleb Plant Sweet Hands fans that's pulling for him, man, like me. I'm pulling for him. Now, I'm not a Canelo hater. I'm just saying I'm pulling for damn Caleb Plant, bro. Let's get it. Appreciate you pulling up there, John Page. Is it any validity to potentially, a Russell stepping in there with Tank at the end of the year? I know a lot of people are making thumbnails about that shit. You of all people would know if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? You can drop it in the chat if you want, bro. Canelo and Valdez testing positive is worse than Benavidez playing with his nose. Yes, sir, man, because just look at it. Just look at it like this. This is what I was trying to explain to Mitch. Don't really put too much emphasis on, morals and principles in a sport as dark as boxing. Because Oscar Valdez tests positive and they increased the limits, just like they did Canelo Alvarez. How blatant the fuck is that? They increased the limits. Not only that, he was having a fight in his backyard and they didn't even stop the fight. They just said, it's going to keep on going. We're going to make this happen. They're going to make this happen. We're going to go on with the fight and we're going to make it happen. Right? But then you turn around, you have Roller Romero that haven't even stepped in the ring yet. He hasn't even stepped in the ring to fight Gervonta. He has women coming out voicing accusations. Allegedly, accusations of sexual assault, right? What they do, they pull him from the motherfucking card. Which is more important? Which is more potent? We can say when women come out here, sometimes they like, oh, okay, we shutting this shit down. Or it's all about the boxer. But make no mistake about it, boxers come up with dirty shit all the time. Oscar Valdez was still allowed to fight as a champion after popping dirty. So he deserved to defend his title and not be stripped. But yet, David Benavidez gets stripped of his title. And he had fights after that. And he doesn't deserve another shot at his title. The shit was vacant. They didn't even allow him to go back in there and fight for his title, man. Like, they punished that man. They put him on timeout, dog. Benavidez is probably the most exciting fight for Canelo because the contrast of styles. I agree with that. That's for sure. But if Canelo becomes undisputed and say, fuck him, I ain't tripping. A lot of people's not going to be tripping off that. Because like I just said, right? I'm saying that he deserves a shot. How far does the word deserve stretch in the thought process of just life in general these days? It's very limited. People say he deserved. What the fuck? Like, how do you deserve any? Okay. Oh, you broke it down to me like that. Okay, yeah, he do. Or he don't. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about if Canelo wins the titles and he doesn't fight David Benavidez, it's not something people can trip on because they always going to have this scenario that Canelo was a ducker anyway. He was a cherry picker. he picked who he wanted to fight. He allowed the Abney Yildirim's, who had a promissory note, to step in there, come back off a loss, and step in the ring with him for 3 on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He's been that dude. But when it comes down to David Benavidez, who lost his belt due to cocaine usage and overweight, then it comes down to what? The fan base getting together, the promoters getting together and say, I think it's the right time for Canelo to fight Benavidez. He's the undisputed title holder. Let's see. Let's give Benavidez his shot, man. You don't need to keep on punishing this man for what he did. He never was beat for his title, so he absolutely is warranted to get another shot at a title he was never defeated for. Benavidez is probably the most exciting fight for Canelo. Let's see if the promoters think about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if they make that shit happen. Canelo ain't holding. Canelo ain't folding back, man. When has he ever folded? He's definitely lost rounds. But folded? Nah. Mayweather fight maybe qualify as a fold, I guess. Man, a fighter can fold, dog, if they have the right fighter in front of them. I'm not talking about folding and they just have Oliver McCall breakdown and shit. Canelo start crying in the ring. No mas. We're not talking about fold like Roberto Duran against Sugar Ray Leonard. We're not talking about no mas. Fuck him. Pendejo, fuck you. Pendejo. You fucking around, I come to box. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not talking about him just basically having a nervous breakdown and shit. Of course, if we haven't seen something, and like it was a point in time that we never seen Anthony Joshua have the breakdown that he did, especially against a shorter fighter like Andy Ruiz, but it happened. It happened, bro. We've seen fighters had O on their records. Take a fall, take a L, and we say, damn, that fighter broke down. What the fuck happened? Like for a long time, a lot of people was thinking Elvis Rodriguez, he wouldn't be beat for a long time, but he got in there with a boxer, y'all. He got in there with the boxer, man. Real talk. Folding is different, man. You know that. He can fold to the point where he's still boxing, but he's unable to have success the way we would believe Canelo Alvarez should against Caleb Plant. Caleb can be, setting the pace, landing more effective shots, and people just wondering, like, why in the hell Canelo allowing him to do that? He can fold like that. He can just, like, not be able to get off, like, be unable to gain the momentum back against Caleb Plant. It can be folding like that instead of the extreme folding where motherfucker giving us that Oliver McCall, energy. We never know, man. Fuck with Floyd. The Russells got a disease, and I don't think he'll put him in there with any of them. Russell that got a chance to fight Tank is Antonio. Okay. All right. I got you. And we all know Antonio's at 140. I definitely, I hear what you're saying there. I hear what you're saying with that. But I seriously doubt he even put Antonio in there, to be honest. That'll be a good fight for Antonio and Gervonta with the fighting styles of both of them. Oof. Shit. I'm just wondering how the blacklist, how long is the expiration? Well, it doesn't have an expiration on it when it comes to Floyd and G. Russell. Like, where's the expiration date on that shit? What the fuck, dog? It comes down to it. Plant a mover, a boxer versus Canelo, an accurate, some forward body man. Saturday, November 6, 2021. Who won it? It comes down to Plants a mover, boxer versus Canelo, an accurate, come forward body man. Yeah, for sure. And we all know that, Floyd was a mover too. But when he did get off his combinations on the inside, they was beautiful, man. He was able to get in, work, out. I mean, his plan, his offensive game plan worked out masterfully. Floyd put on a masterclass against Canelo. Caleb Plant can do the same. Even at this stage in Canelo's career, Caleb Plant has the technical skill set to go in here and box Canelo. He's just going to have to take those damn deliveries once Canelo get in close enough to touch him to the body and land some of those damn stinging body shots, man. He's going to have to survive the attack for 12 rounds. He's going to have to. It's not impossible. He can do it. It's not impossible, goddammit. Put that Shakur Stevenson, heat on him like Jamel, that he put on Jamel Herring. You know what I'm saying? Be at proper distance and land your combinations. You don't have to be a knockout artist to fuck a fighter up. You can be accurate as shit. Over time, motherfucker gonna begin to swell. You know what I'm saying? Something's gonna happen. So we just hoping Caleb Plant can have that sustainability, that energy, you know what I'm saying, to keep on going round for round. Come on, we trust you have that shit there, Caleb. We trust you on that. AJ much different than Canelo. We're seeing AJ tire out, and get dropped before Ruiz handled his soft ass. But he never quit though, Mitch. Ruiz made him quit. We never seen him quit like that and just break down, spit out his gum shield, and act like he don't know English when the referee was talking to him and looking around in his corner. We never seen that shit before. We never thought AJ would do that. Yeah, we seen him gas out and shit like that. But when it came to him just quitting from a fighter who he had already dropped, I'm telling you, something different can happen with Caleb Plant on Canelo. He can cause that motherfucker to break down if he's that dude. He has to be on a whole nother level, 2, 3, 4 on that night. He knew he was losing, and he stayed what the fuck he was doing. Never had the urgency to go for the knockout so he can fold against Floyd. Now Antonio at 118. Oh, okay. Okay, the middle name, Antoine at 140. So that's why I didn't even include Antonio, because he's at bantamweight, bro. Well, all right, you might know something I don't know, because even if Tank go down to 130 to fight, I mean, shit, Antoine will have to move up 2 divisions. 3 divisions. For real. 22, 26 up to 30. Ooh-wee. You know what I'm saying, shawty? I like to see it though. I was assuming 140. You know what I'm saying? Because, Gervonta's around, he's juggling, stepping back and forth in between 35 and 40. I'm just going on the words that are used. Folding is a bit much. Same way Benavidez can't possibly deserve a shot at the WBC title after he lost it twice to himself. Motherfucking self-check. Hey, man, self-checks? For real? You believe boxing needs self-checks? No, man. If boxers were self-checking themselves, right? It would be a boring sport. If boxers was self-checking the shit that they do, It would be a boring ass sport because motherfuckers out here be trying to goddamn, impress others that don't have shit to do with their career. They would be giving themselves a self-check and say, okay, I need to be better at this. I need to go in front of the mic and talk. I need to be more approachable. I just need to be a better fighter because I need these sponsorships. No, man. This is a grimy, dirty, full contact hurt business. There's no saints up in this bitch. There's no saints up in this motherfucker. That's why you see boxers every now and then getting into situations that you didn't even think they would be in. We all know Tank will never, ever, ever fight at 130 again. Oh, shit. Never? Wow. I would like to see him drop down there and fight a Shakur Stevenson, or, if Chris Colbert, whoever got the belt down there, It definitely, I won't want to see him fight Oscar Valdez, though. Because I truly believe Tank, I don't know, man. I don't even think Oscar Valdez, he want to play that game and call out motherfuckers. Anyway, Shakur Stevenson, that's different. But you might be right, Ken. I don't know, man. I can't co-sign with you on that, whether he's going to ever drop back down to 130 or not. I just know right now that he was moving fairly decent and picking up divisions, even though he picked up a secondary title at 35, picked up another secondary title. But once again, we need the damn whole boxing accountable for allowing certain titles to be considered world titles. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, Gervonta is a 3-division champion, bro. That is it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is a 3-division champion. So whatever he chooses to do is what he chooses to do. But I want to see the beautiful part of boxing. I want to see somebody like Caleb Plant get his shot and seize the moment. Allow Canelo Alvarez to do all the footwork. And he snatched all that shit from him. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of Mexican boxing fans, they're waiting for Canelo to unify the super middleweight division so they can say, oh, he's better than Floyd. He's better than Floyd. Listen. When it comes down to if Floyd ever became undisputed, is this. Canelo Alvarez may sit atop a bogus ass top pound for pound list. But what we can say about the numbers is that Floyd will always be up there with numbers. Floyd will always be praised and cheered and respected for numbers, right? And with those numbers come his performances and what he was able to do in the ring. People can say Canelo is better than Floyd, all this and that, if he unifies the division. But when it comes down to it, that same person that you're trying to say Canelo is better than, he lost to. Floyd was the first and only person up to this point to defeat Canelo Alvarez. That shit is a stinger. That is a splinter that you don't see, but you feel it. That sits with Canelo Alvarez all the time. That Floyd Mayweather motherfucking splinter in his ass. It will always be there. That straight up and down 12-6 splinter. I don't like that splinter. You don't think it can get surgically removed? No. Saul Canelo Alvarez, no surgery. It's just gonna be there your entire life. That one loss from Floyd Money Mayweather. I hate it. I hate it. If I could take it back, I wouldn't have took that payday. I wouldn't have took it. I would. No. He wished. Look, Canelo was trying to basically erase the memory. Floyd will always be a splinter. Regardless if you become a super middleweight undisputed, Floyd will always be a splinter in your ass, bro. Because he beat you. And you would never get the opportunity to redeem yourself. Like if you gave Floyd maybe $500 million, upwards, 500 million. He might consider it at his age. He might consider it. And what if Floyd comes in here and beats Canelo again? Boxing's going to shut down. All this time we had Canelo at top pound for pound. You lose to Floyd. Floyd's like 47. ¿Entiendes, amigo? Comprende? You're like 47. What are you doing? How can you lose to Floyd Mayweather? He has grandkids. I think it's time for you to hang up the gloves, that Canelo. Nope, not 130, but Valdez can get it. He fought a weight drain Berchelt. Yeah, bro. I just don't want to give any type of energy, attention to a weight drain Berchelt. You know why? Because people's looking at that fight like, oh, he's the WBC champ. Oh, Oscar Valdez gonna get fucked up. It's boxing, man. If it's time for your ass to move up or you can't make the weight, fuck it. Goddamn vacate the title. But they were saying Berchelt was gonna come in there and give Oscar the business. And this motherfucker was just looking slow. This motherfucker, he looked like he hydrated off tree sap before the fight. He was so slow. And Oscar Valdez caught him with a crushing. I look at the knockout with Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez to that fight of Oscar Valdez and Miguel Berchelt. And I'm like, shit, which one was fucking worse? Or I can go back to Sergio, what was it? Sergio Martinez when he knocked out Paul Williams. Them face first knockouts. Ooh, shit. I don't know, man. Manny wasn't moving. Berchelt wasn't moving. I don't know, man. That was some crucial shit right there. Comeback, you misinterpreting the term self-check. That means he'll blow it himself. I come from basketball. I self-check. Guy doesn't have to be guarded because they'll miss the open shot. Okay, I got you. I mean, self-check, like many other, I got you. I'm not even going to get in detail. I got you. I'll let you have that, you know. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you read people text, you know what I'm saying? Misinterpretation is evident. For sure. I got you. A self-check essentially guards himself. Thus the term self-check. I understand what self-check means, but in reality, the situational scenarios are different. You know what I'm saying? Self-checking them, motherfuckers self-checking. What if they're a motherfucking scoundrel? And for that one moment, they self-check themselves. And then when it's time for them to perform, they say, okay, I'm tired of damn holding myself to that standard. Fuck it. I'm going back to who I was. They self-check they self temporarily, and then they go back to normal. I mean, self-check is difficult, bro. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean he's going to be a cokehead. He's a cokehead all his life. I think he did provide a self-check. He's been making weight, and he hasn't been popping positive. I believe, you know, he had a conversation with a lot of people, including his girl, his family. You know, I hear his brother about to come back. Jose Benavidez about to come back. So I think he did a self-check. I don't think he's a person that fucks up like that. Like the scenario you're getting for basketball to I don't need to guard him. Nigga can't shoot. Nigga can't shoot. Guard yourself. I'll play off you. Motherfucker at the 3-point line. I'm playing in the paint. Nigga, you can't shoot. I grew up playing hoop too, man. Good old days. The good old days. Aaron full of shit. Why make Shakur fight Berchelt? WBC president suspended Berchelt and highly recommend he moves up after Valdez destroys him. Now, Aaron ducking for Valdez making Shakur fight Berchelt. I totally agree with that. I think the fight with Emmanuel Navarrete is absolute bullshit for them to be avoiding and excluding Shakur Stevenson, who was basically, he's at a weight class that Navarrete has never fought at. Now they're trying to make a Mexican versus Mexican fight where you have the taller Navarrete who just won a title and have momentum on his side. They're truly believing that that's going to bring in more revenue than the Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. Hell no. I like Navarrete, and I've told you before, I like watching this dude fight. But for him to move up another weight class and get a shot at 130, when Shakur has been waiting patiently, finally got his shot, and he had a very dominating performance, why bring up a guy who hasn't even got his feet wet yet to fight Oscar Valdez, the WBC champion, when you can unify? We're not unifying. Navarrete is not unifying anything unless they have Navarrete come up there and fight for the IBF title or some shit at 130. I mean, from what it seems like, they just having the man, walk through the door, shake hands with, Oscar Valdez, and let's get this promo going. Why? Why would they be blackballing or excluding Shakur Stevenson in a scenario? It's fucked up. It's Captain Chaos all over. I mean, not Captain Chaos, Captain Corruption. Captain Corruption all over, like I say, man. Captain fucking Corruption. The dark science of the sport, bro. Those of you that know what the dark science, that shit goes for a lot of what boxing stands for right now. It's the dark science. Shit that's outside the actual technique of a boxer. It has something to do with how they promote these fights, how they plan out these fights, how they set up shit to make the money. How they set up shit not to make money, how they promote some fighters and they don't others. I mean, that's the entire science of boxing. It has no structure. You know what I'm saying? Boxing has no head to the snake. Boxing is the Medusa of combat sports. You look at a motherfucker and you just freeze up. You're like, how? How can you be in existence this long and a pandemic comes on deck in 2020 and motherfuckers are starving out this bitch? Like, motherfuckers are taking up entirely different careers now. When I was going to box, I had chances. I had really thoughts of coming a motherfucking world champion. Now I'm going to be a paramedic. I'm going to go work and try to be a supervisor at Walmart. Fuck this boxing. I can't even get a fight. Shakur versus Berchelt will probably mirror Floyd versus Gotti. And absolutely a solid assessment, solid analogy there. You're not the first one to say that, but it's highly possible. It's that matchup, Floyd versus Gotti, boy. Rest in peace, Arturo Gotti, bro. Ooh, shit, that was a beating. I remember watching that shit when it happened. I was like, damn, somebody where Mark at? Somebody find Mark. Throw in the damn towel, dog. Jesus, you gonna kill this nigga. Canelo played off Benavidez and swooped in after he lost the title. I didn't agree with the situation, but that shit was done very swiftly. Well, he tried the first time and they denied it. He tried to fight Abner Yildirim for the vacant. He put in the paperwork for the WBC and they denied it. So they said, okay, you want to fight Callum Smith, the WBA super champion? Okay, we'll throw the WBC in there too. It looks more professional. It has more value to it. We'll allow you to get a 2-for-1 special that Canelo cost. You earned it. You was the first franchise champion when you have to petition for the belt and there was nobody to petition. That shit was offered to you. You was the first numero uno. We love you. You're the favorite. You're the golden child there, Canelo. I'm here for Berchelt versus Herring at 135. Let them have the consolation match, toilet bowl championship. I don't know if Herring needs to take that. I mean, what's in it for either fighter? You talking about two former champions, Mitch? What's in it for them at 35? Just bragging rights? What's the brag about? Burchell didn't hold the belt long enough for Herring to, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That won't bring but maybe about 6 or 7 fans to watch that shit. Yeah, I was like, why would they move up to 135, man? Like, that's bullshit. Even at 130, what is it for them? If they fight for the vacant IBF, okay, cool. But does anybody truly want to see Jamel Herring and Burchell? Burchell coming off a brutal, devastating knockout. Jamel Herring coming off a brutal, punishing fight with Shakur Stevenson. Nah, I don't want to see that. Somebody might die. I don't want to see that. Shout out to my Simplified buddy, you know, my comrade, Jamel Herring. I don't want to see him do that. Navarrete, Burchell, or Valdez has faced a guy like Shakur that can give it and not get hit. Shakur is a problem for all three, and those camps know that. I like to see Shakur Stevenson fight Navarrete. Dude has an awkward style, you know what I'm saying? A very awkward style, but he's damn good at what he does. Very good at what he does. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you somebody that stepped in there too early. There, Ken against Navarrete was Isaac Dogbay. They look, I guess it wasn't his time just yet. And then to bring him back in a rematch, after the beating he took in the first fight. It don't matter if you made it to the final bell. They should have been like, listen, look, he fought Emmanuel Navarrete in December 2018. This is Isaac Dogbay. And he doesn't even wait a full like 6 months, 7, 8 to really come up with a solid game plan. I mean, they put him right back in there. He gets stopped. Oh my God. I kind of feel for Burchell after Valdez popped dirty though. Man, that's just the light of boxing, man. Like I said, boxing has Captain Corruption flying over it all the time, and a lot of shit happen that ruins boxers' careers. You know, AKA that we'll always remember the Medrick Taylor fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. That ruined his life. That ruined his fucking life, dog. I mean, people can say what they want about the conclusion and all this shit, but a second, 2 seconds? Oh my God, dog, man. Damn. Callum Smith, Mr. I've outgrown the division, mate. Let me tell you this, mate. After that beating that I took with Canelo Alvarez, mate, I've outgrown the division because I went home and looked in the mirror. I did a self-check, and I said, you know what? It's time for me to move away from that super middleweight division and go up here to be light heavyweight. I don't want to take that beating anymore. I did a self-check. I written online in the live chat, and I said, you know what? That's me. I need to do a self-check. It's time for me to move on to the light heavyweight division. Goddamn Canelo, motherfucking. That fight was so fucked up, man. Man, they made Callum Smith look like he was 7'2" against Canelo. And he went in there and didn't do shit. Well, damn sure don't want to see Shakur first Burchell. Not after Valdez put a man to sleep his last fight. Give Burchell a combat fight to make someone believe in him again. I ain't trying to believe in Berchelt again. Berchelt, he got slept hard. So I'm not even putting Shakur in the same conversation. I want to see him fight Oscar Valdez, goddammit. If you recognize that Shakur Stevenson's been calling you out, you totally understand it. You're aware. And you have reciprocated that. Then why not tell Bob Arum once again? They say the promoter's supposed to work with the fighters, work for the fighters, but that's not the case. It's like the fighters working for the promoters. Why would you just exclude the performance that Shakur put on? It's ample amount of time to have this fight in 22. It's ample amount of time. You allow Oscar Valdez to fight after he popped dirty. Then Shakur Stevenson, he comes in here after waiting for a Jamel Herring who caught COVID and all this other shit. And then the fight was delayed. Then Jamel go in there and stops Carl Frampton. Shakur waited patiently. Boom, went in there. He had an okay performance. Gave us the impression, Shakur Stevenson, he's overrated. He this, he's that. And came in here and blasted Jamel Herring. Made work. And you don't want to see that? Stevenson versus Valdez? We don't want to see that shit? Yes. What the fuck are we talking about Navarrete, who hasn't even fought at the weight class before? And I think Navarrete has a chance of beating Valdez, to be honest. He has long fucking arms. Oh, man, I felt bad for my guy Dogbag. Yeah, I did, bro. You think if Plant has Ward in his corner and has Triple G or Floyd walk him out with Canelo being tempted? Man, that's a lot to deal with, dog. Look, when you said, okay, have Ward in his corner, okay, cool, I'm good. But when you're talking about Triple G doing something that he ain't never did in his fucking life, the man don't have no personality. Exclude him, put that shit in the back of your memory bank. Now Floyd, come on, man. Floyd walk him out, yeah. That should be fire. Because Floyd is the only one to beat Canelo Alvarez, dog. And then, they train in the same gym. Caleb Plant is trained over there in Vegas and TMT and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great, having Floyd show up to the ring. Because Floyd would love to be seen in that fight. He'll love it. Floyd will love being seen in that shit, dog. You want to talk about self-check? That's Floyd, goddammit. Oh, sure, Caleb. Sure. I'll walk you down. Cool. Absolutely. That motherfucker come in there with $5 million worth of damn jewelry on. Shit. A camel. Man, please. You give Floyd that spotlight, man, people going to be like, damn, isn't this just something to just throw in Canelo's face, man? The only guy ever to hand Canelo a defeat is Floyd Mayweather, who's walking out Caleb Plant. If that isn't just straight up blatant, it's a disservice to Shakur to put him in the ring with Berchelt right now. I don't give a fuck about Berchelt, but it sucks for Shakur. Top gang shit. I don't know, man. I think they need to work that shit out. They don't need to be bringing up a guy from a lower weight class to face Oscar Valdez because, it's food. And they want to get two Mexicans in there to fight one another. They're trying to get the momentum off Navarrete and bring it in there with Oscar Valdez. Man, that shit's just fucked up all the way around. And though I like Navarrete, though, I want to see Shakur Stevenson get that shot. Real talk. I want to see him be the top dog at 130. He's paid his dues, dog. He just rolled up out of ATL and clearly defeated Jamel Herring. Clearly. Why not go over there to the WBC? He was calling out Oscar Valdez a while ago. Even Valdez acknowledged that. So he need to shut down the Navarrete fight and say, you know what? I want to fight Shakur Stevenson. They say he one of the best in the sport. I want to fight him. So let's see if you can reciprocate what you did to Burchell. You can't hit what you can't see. Floyd will have them boots on again. I hope not, man. Unless he walks out with one of Canelo's stallions, them thoroughbreds, he don't need to wear them boots no more. You don't wear them to a basketball game and say, oh, man, this shit is fashionable. Hell no. Don't do that shit, dog. Hell no. Just lace up. Just motherfucking put the drip on. Come in there iced out. You know, wear some damn expensive ass clothes. Well, like you do, just dress normal. You good. The camera's going to be on them anyway. Canelo would probably laugh at that silly shit. Triple G, desperate ass, walking out Plant would probably give Canelo the final Infinity Stone for his Thanos glove. Hey man, I don't think Triple G would even be in the position. I don't know, man. And that's not his personality. That's not his personality. And he's not even in the same weight class as Canelo. You know, I mean, it wouldn't link up right to the fan base. It wouldn't come off as, you know, you sending that flare up and people look up and say, damn, what's going on? It wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? People would be up there eating and shit, and they wouldn't even break. Look look, Mila. Look who on the screen, Triple G. Man, no, I'm eating my hot dog. SA, you know, don't disturb me about Triple G. I'm eating right now. Okay, I'm drinking my beer, I'm eating my hot dog. Leave me the fuck alone with that Triple G shit. I hate that fucker. Floyd wears them boots and Birkin purses, and the 9 kids that paint their fingernails. Hey man, I'm off that subject because if the man don't want to take a picture with kids who paint their fingernails, oh well. Oh well, talk. I'm not going up here giving individuals. I'm all about the us too movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the us too movement. The us too is the heterosexuals that's out here that love women. You know what I'm saying? The heterosexual men is the us too movement. They're still not the ones who's trying to be outside of what naturally we used to be accustomed to. Now it's just like motherfucker wear a goddamn blue and yellow in the same outfit. Motherfucker, what's that about? Huh? Nigga, you good? You good, nigga? What's those colors? Nigga can't goddamn wear some damn light color shit, man. Motherfucker have all the colors on his shoes. Oh, I did not know. I didn't know. Welcome. Motherfucker, welcome to what? Oh, I was looking at your shoes and it's somewhat the same as the, you know, the what? The flag? What flag? I'm telling you, dog. I'm part of the us too movement. We want to go back the way it used to be. It ain't nothing wrong with goddamn being an alpha male in society, for real. That shit has all but been put on the back burner. You know, if Floyd don't want to goddamn take a picture with nails, I didn't. Look, I look at it like he wasn't saying the kid was gay, but the kid was up here assuming that Floyd was homophobic. He didn't say, I'm not taking pictures with you because you painted fingernails and I think you're homo. He didn't say that, but the kid did. The kid wanted to seize the moment and make it about him. I don't like that shit, bro. Like, fuck that. I don't like that bullshit, man. They always want to make it about, Oh, let's get the whole LGBT community against somebody. Yeah, they do have large numbers now. But we shouldn't give these individuals that's looking for an opportunity. They want to seize the opportunity to make themselves popular by shutting down somebody else that really didn't have those intentions. They just didn't want to take a picture with a dude with painted fingernails. Floor walking. Big drama show, man. Goddamn silent drama show now. This nigga still look, Triple G still at middleweight, thinking Canelo's gonna come down and bless him. I wait. They say patience is a virtue. I wait. That's what my sensei say patience is a virtue. I wait. Canelo, he comes back. Believe me, he come back to 160 for me. Please. Russell Westbrook also tripping with that goofy. Hey dog, hey, I that's something I link up with you, dog. I link up with you on that motherfucker, right? I don't know what's going on with him, man. I don't know what you're doing with your life, boy. But wearing dresses on the side of the street is suspect, boy. I don't know what Russell Westbrook has got going on. Anybody who believes that shit is cool, nah, man. Nah. I don't. Salty, after he couldn't get a pick with another man, fuck out of here with that shit. I know, man. He was trying to make it about himself and get some airplay, man. That's truly clout chasing right there. Real talk. D. Hodges, OG, what's good? He's on deck right now. What up, World Combat Sports and Chat? Salute. Salute to you, man. Boo Boo Andre say his daughter paint his fingernails. And that's probably why he can't get a goddamn fight, man. You know, because he set brothers back wearing that pirate outfit doing the damn presser. You know what I'm saying? He never should have put on the pirate outfit and we wasn't in the month of October. Real talk. I'm just keeping it light. Demetrius Andre, you never should have wore that pirate outfit and man, come on, man. You set the brothers back, dog. And a lot of people ain't taking you serious because they just don't find anything interesting about you. I hope he gets a fight because people always say how good of a boxer Demetrius Andrade is and stuff like that. And then he has this like riddle to his name. Whether his some people call him Andrade and some people call him Andrade. How the fuck do you pronounce it? Is it Andrade or Andrade? Andrade or Andrade? Which one is it? I know the first one, Demetrius. I know the first one, I'm good. But the second half is probably why you can't get a fight, man. Motherfuckers don't know how to pronounce your last name. You know, you wearing crazy ass shit. Your daughter up here painting your finger. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Real talk. J. Ocho on deck. Salute WCS. What's good? What's good with you? But man, y'all, if y'all ever see Russell Westbrook on the slab, you know, on the West Coast or wherever he doing, you know, try to bring him back home, man. Just try to reel him back in. Say, Russell, I know you're trying to get in the fashion industry, but check this out. You have such a name that people know. And look, as a basketball player, you that dog. But we don't want you on the streets looking like a fairy, dog. We don't want you looking like a fairy, bro. Like, don't ever think because you like fashion, you have to come back out and you wearing dresses, bro. Don't ever in your life think that shit's cool. Have a model wear your shit. Don't you ever show up to a LA Lakers game in a skirt, a pleated skirt at that. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Next, they're gonna have you in there with a sleeveless gown, and they're gonna put two straps up there, and make it seem like, oh no, it was a jersey dress. It was a jersey dress. You saw the 2 straps that was coming over his shoulders? Yeah. And then we did a low cut and you know, yeah, it's just his physique that made him look like he has cleavage. It was innocent, people. No. Man, y'all get a hold to your boy and bring him back home, man. Looked like Andrade was about to pull up to the Tea Party delegation and put his signature. For real, man. I am the only Negro representative here. Yes, I am. I've dressed for the occasion, for this moment and this moment alone. If you are black, please don't be alarmed. I am on your side. That motherfucker dressed like a goddamn pirate. Andrade might be the worst champ at middleweight right now. I admit it. I don't know much about Murata, though. First of all, we know this, Mitch. We know Yoda Murata was elevated to his title. We know that. He was gifted. And we know another thing there, Mitch. We know that he ain't goddamn stepped through the ropes unless he fell through them bitches or something going to a red carpet event. Like, he ain't fought in, what, a couple of years? Ain't nobody said shit. Ain't nobody said shit, dog. Nobody said a motherfucking thing about Yoda Murata and his hiatus. This nigga is still the champion, yo. How the fuck is Charlo in a division where you have a champion that ain't fought and you saying, you know what, that should be an easy fight for me. This nigga ain't fought, man. Let's try to make that Yoda Murata fight, bro. This nigga ain't fought in a long time, man. Let's get it. That's an easy one right there. Go get it. Nope. Never happened. Russ too far gone, like Drizzy say. Here's, man. Russ out there, bro. You know, when he wore that outfit where he had some bell-bottom pants with like a tight tank top like shirt, I couldn't be too mad that he wore that shit, because back in the day I grew up off Soul Train, so I seen some men wearing that type of shit. They was dancing with some bad females. Like, that shit was it was soulful, funky. You know, that's the way it was back then. So, you know what I'm saying? I give him a little pass on those type, but if the bell bottoms become wider and the shirt become tighter, and he come in there and change up the color from yellow to pink and come in there with some white motherfucking bell bottoms on, then nigga, I'm jumping on LeBron James motherfucking IG. I'm say, Bron, what the fuck, dog? I thought you was a leader. You first of all, y'all brought this cat to the Lakers knowing damn well he was wearing dresses. You know that. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. He still goes out and performs on the court. I'm not worried about his personal life. Yeah, you are. You should be. Fuck. Should be, LeBron. Say something to that nigga for real. To be honest, all those middleweights in the same boat. Difference is Triple G already got paid. They're all chasing the guy that's unified in the division above them. I'm looking at it like this. What has Triple G did? Was Triple G ever the undisputed at 60? Only thing I know he was trying to wait for was a trilogy with goddamn Canelo Alvarez. Canelo was making a point to say, I ain't coming back down that bitch. So how in the fuck? Like, why are you still waiting there? Just so you can say, you know, I'm the best middleweight. Bernard Hopkins has nothing on me. No, move up to 68, bro. Fight Charlo, fight somebody, fight Demetrius Andrade, fight. From what I hear, he's supposed to fight Yoda Murata in December. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck, dog? Boo Boo got a little apartment over there close to Eddie Hearn's, and life is good. He ain't trying to fight. He got his night going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you might be right, man. He might be over there with them UK chicks. I'm telling you, man. They eye candy for real. 2 division champion. I don't see him as a Hall of Famer right now. But two-division champion, he got bragging rights on that shit. Hell, Billy Joe Saunders had bragging rights on that. A jersey dress. I'm Andrade. I'm the captain now, for real. I'm your captain. I'm here for all the Negroes that are here and accounted for. Have you all taken your COVID test? Okay, I don't want to throw you overboard. De La Hoya spitting Mike and Ike's out the wazoo, having coke whores playing badminton with him. De La Hoya spitting Mike and Ike's. I don't know what that's about, shawty, for real. Damn. I don't know. I can't call it. Man, we gotta do it there, Caleb. Let's go, man. We gotta make this shit pop, bro. We gotta make this shit pop. Y'all be sure to tune in. Definitely, man. Check out Caleb Plant, man. It's do or die up in this motherfucker. It's do or die. Red or green, goddammit. And Caleb Plant, you have to be green this motherfucking time. You have to be green lit, dog. Green light his ass. For real. Fight unlike you ever fought before. Let's go. You can't be on the break and doing dumb shit, sitting there pacing and taking time to think it out. Now, sometimes, you get the best results when you are full speed. When you're forced into a situation without proper planning. You got to fight your way up out of it. You got to make quick, decisive changes. That's how this weekend is going to be for Caleb. You got to make that shit pop like that, man. You got to make it pop for real. And y'all know what it is, man. I got to bounce, man. I've been over here for like 2.5 hours, chopping it up with the best live chat in the game. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Once again, dropping them fire ass damn questions and input dealing with the topic. Yes, sir. It's much appreciated from WCS. Turn up and tune in. World Combat Sports. I'm out.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss. Now you counting stars. Should've practiced more. Should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.